also Ngà. Those three key players did not see action against Thailand. But the Thais also, put some of their best players on the bench during that game. And that includes Nutsaratovko. Plumjit Tingkao barely played until today. She barely started until this gold medal match.
So both teams now fielding in their powerhouse lineups because they know what's on the line. It's the gold medal.
And obviously they're not risking anything whatsoever.
Right. Boy, the fans really excited to see T4, 4T.
Wikipedia says it's 4T.
Yeah.
A lot of people call her T4.
T4. Go up against the likes of Tingkao. So this is going to be an exciting match, an entertaining, and actually a very educational match for the fans.
More than anything else, actually, is learning from these two top teams in the women's volleyball scene here in Southeast Asia.
Yeah, and also, of course, for the fans, we always mention that we always see the Philippines and how they play. We have our favorite players, our national team, but this is a great gauge of where the program is. And when you watch these two teams fight it out for the gold medal, you can actually see, okay, this is where we're lacking. As viewers, this is where we're lacking. This is where we can improve. So you get to know more of the game in depth.
The Vietnamese players serve first. There's an over received quickly and easily put away at the net.
Yeah, that's a great start for Vietnam. A tough serve, automatic free ball, and they get the first point.
Serving is Tu Hoai Nguyen, who played off the bench in the last game. Kokram. And her first point.
Yeah, this player really has impressed me throughout the tournament. Her height, I always mention her height, her leaping ability, but it's more really her reach. Yeah. When you see her go for that kill, it's an extended arm. It's the ideal form you want to have.
But the Thais are quick, especially their middles. That's been one of the key things about them. That's Nguyen Thi Trinh, who had 4 points and started for Vietnam in their last game.
That's good for them. That was against Plumjit Tingkao, and that's not easy to do. We know she's a great blocker.
Cross court for Sitirak.
Yeah, that's the beauty of having Nutsara as the setter. The ball distribution, the decision making, really on point.
Pipichaya Kokram, who played partly as an import in Indonesia.
Wow.
And there's the 22-year-old team captain.
Let's call it Tran. Tran.
And Tran plays for Japan, actually, as in the commercial league in Japan. A team called Denso Airy Bees that's based in Aichi, Japan. That's how good she is.
Yeah, and she's only, what, 22?
22.
Wow, a lot of volleyball years ahead.
Yeah. There is Pimpichaya Kokram, you saw on your screens. Another young player, 21 years old. Sitirak serving 3-all, set number 1, gold medal match. Easy put away for Chakchuon Moksri.
Yeah, good serve. Starts there, a free ball given, and Moksri will get that point. No blockers there to challenge her.
And Moksri came off the bench the past few games of Thailand.
Coach Kofu Reyes raising that net ball violation, challenging the call of the first referee.
For people who've seen the ASEAN Grand Prix, she's part of the starting lineup of Thailand. So that there's a chess game going on in the SEA Games with these coaches.
Yeah, different tournaments, we've witnessed it. We've witnessed that already. The coaches won't put the same starting 6 in all tournaments. They make you guess. Also, for them, for their own sake, also, they want to know what's a good combination. How do we change it up?
First long rally and a free ball for Vietnam. Left-handed attack by Tran. And there is a back row hit by Chachuan Moxri.
Yeah, it's a great set. See, after the mad scramble, just one blocker there.
Timeout, Vietnam.
Vietnam, an early timeout here in set number 1.
Indonesia is not taking us lightly. It's all like about our service scene.
I mean, it's just
we'll be back for set number 2.
Good looks. But, you know, 14-24.
Yeah.
She's been playing well. And Vietnam, as much as they would like to keep going to her, you obviously want up so that you become a little bit more unpredictable.
Oh yeah, definitely. You know, offense should not be predictable, but more so for Vietnam, you have to work on your blocking. Right now, everybody's a threat. Your blocking has to be on point, but meaning you have to be double aggressive when you're blocking, because you cannot have one blocker challenging these hitters of Thailand.
But the problem is, if you're Vietnam, as you see their blocking right there, it's picking up. There's so many people to look out for, to watch out for. I mean, they score right there, but if you're the blocking, you know, you're assigned to block some of these key players from Thailand, you're looking at Plumjit, you're looking at Moxri, you're looking at Kokram, and sometimes they're all together in front.
Right. No, but their goal really, if talking about Vietnam, is to challenge. That last rally is a perfect example, no? They were blocking, they weren't kill blocks, but they kept the ball alive with those blocks, and they get the point. For them, you just have to keep pressuring Thailand. You know they're the favorite team, but you can't just give them an easy ride to the goal. You have to challenge them, you know, force them to create their own errors, force them to double think things and, you know, complicate things, and hopefully you can score more points.
Still a pretty close game right now. 7-4, set number 1. And Kokram from the back.
Oh, that's yeah, point for Thailand.
And that sends us to our first technical timeout.
8-4 in favor of Thailand.
They double the output of Vietnam here in set number 1. 4.
Congratulations, CHUYYN Nicanor, gold medalist para sa fencing sa Philippines 2019 at Southeast Asian Games. Pilipino, galing natin ito. Congratulations, Shugen Nakano and Kiyomi Watanabe, gold medalist para sa Judo sa Philippines 2019 30th Southeast Asian Games. Pilipino, galing natin ito. Congratulations, Daniel Letterman, gold medalist para sa men's skateboarding sa Philippines 2019 30th Southeast Asian Games. Pilipino, galing natin ito.
Welcome back to the coverage of the gold medal match between Thailand and Vietnam. And so far, Thailand doing what Thailand does. It's what Vietnam, how they will respond to the kind of offense Thailand is putting up. That's what we want to see.
Yeah. But we've seen good rallies from Thailand, from Vietnam, like that. Now, again, when we talk about their game plan, it's really be aggressive at the net, challenge this great Thai team, and at least make a good match out of this.
The 25-year-old Thi Nga Bui with the point for Vietnam. There she is, 22-year-old team captain, T4.
Good serve. Oh,
what a dig.
What a dig.
Now Sitirak, here's Moxri, blocked. Back set, Kokram.
Still alive.
Big dump, still picked up by Thailand. Sitirak. What a chase here and what a rally. Wait a minute. I think it did not, it did not cross the antenna. It was outside of the antenna. So that's a violation for Vietnam.
Oh, let's see it right here. Yep, clear as day. But you know, you gotta commend the effort of Vietnam. That was a long rally. I think the longest in this match so far.
Nutsara Tomkom, the team captain of Thailand, serving. That is outside, but is there a check ball? No, says our first referee, Yin Yang Lung. It's the biggest lead of Thailand at 5 points here.
Yeah, that's a wasted opportunity for Vietnam. You only had one blocker, and you know, if you're Vietnam, that should be a sure point for you.
Is that a bit of gigil na rin?
Yeah.
For Vietnam?
That is part of it, but also because they know they're intimidated by Thailand. Sometimes you overthink things. You can challenge, just one blocker, do what you're doing. But since you're overthinking things, that's when you commit the errors.
Solid 3-lady block. Take a look against T4 right here. She's got nowhere to go.
Boy, Boonlert really, that slow-mo is, again, educational. You can see the way her arms move just to put the ball down.
Yeah. Free ball for Thailand. Let's see what they do. Boonlert down the middle. Yes. And the Thais very early pulling away.
It's keeping Vietnam guessing. So they're always like maybe a split second late in terms of blocking. That's how good she's playing right now.
That is outside. No check ball. The hit came from Thị Ngà. Take a look at the Thai fans here.
Timeout, Vietnam.
Very colorful.
Vietnam has not scored in a while and they call a timeout.
Yeah, if you're Vietnam, you also have to realize you have to minimize your errors. You're playing a very strong team. Given the opportunities, one blocker in front of you, maybe an easy serve from Thailand. I'm not saying easy, relatively easy. These are the opportunities for you to score, so you have to take advantage.
Well, let's see if this timeout, they sort things out because they desperately need a point right now. They're down by 8. Men's Thai team obviously disappointed about the outcome yesterday against the Philippines, and the Vietnamese right behind them. How do you cheer your team? One is right behind the other.
Well, that's a fact of life, and when you attend a tournament overseas, of course, you're always supporting your female or your male counterparts.
Right.
After your game, after your practice, you go to the venue and you actually support. That's normal for volleyball.
Kimpichaya Kokram on your screens. Nutsara continues to serve. It's a 9-point lead now for Thailand. And finally, that's a stop to the huge long run of the Thais.
Yeah, that's Bùi Thị Ngà. That's a better hit from her. Again, one blocker. Challenge it. The blockers hit it, but you were able to score the point. Unlike earlier, one blocker, solid block. So you have to keep challenging yourself and change things up.
Box 3. Chance to attack for Vietnam. And you mentioned these errors. And again, maybe overthinking it because you know how good the Thais are at blocking. You want to make a spectacular play, but sometimes, and you hear our coaches say that as well, sometimes we don't need spectacular. You hear Coach Almagro say that, I don't need spectacular.
Yeah.
Right?
We just need effective plays. And if you watch the previous matches, you won't see those errors. It's really the difference of mental toughness going against a team you know that you haven't beaten in a long time, or you haven't beaten a long time.
There's a good kill. A little gap in between the blockers of the Thais. It's still a very big 8-point advantage for Thailand.
Oh, good dig.
Was Boonlert with the attack for the Thais. Underhand set. Sitirak. Nice save by the Thais.
A long rally here.
That goes over and out for Huang.
At the second technical timeout, the score is 16-7.
Second technical timeout, 16-7, Thailand over Vietnam, set number 1.
Congratulations, Jenny Lumosqueda, Bianca May Estrella, Courage, Joey De Los Reyes, Duathlon, Jones Lebares Inso, Wushu, Eleazar Barba Jr., Cycling, Celedonia Tayab, Shooting, Billy Joel Valenzuela, Arnis, Elmer Abatayo, Homer Mercado, Christopher Dagpin, Marisa Baronda, Sharon Helters, Hazel Hagonoy, Rosita Bradborn, Lon Bowles, Alfaujan Abad, and Almohaidi Babad, Pentak Silat, silver medalist in the Philippines 2019 30th Southeast Asian Games. Pilipino, galing natin ito!
16-7 is our count. Thailand very dominant here in set number 1.
And
But
in the second
nothing,
timeout.
you don't want to take away anything from Thailand, but also Vietnam, they've been throwing up so many errors that are unusual because they've been a pretty solid team in these Southeast Asian Games.
Yeah, that's why they're here in this gold medal match. But then again, mental toughness will play a big part here in this match. Even if you know that Thailand is a stronger team, we really have to say it because they've been lording it in the SEA Games for the past, 20 years? Almost 20 years, if not 20 years or so. So you know you're going against a really powerhouse squad, but then you're here. You're in this match. What do? You really have to be focused and play above or beyond the way you normally play.
There's an over-receive, but a great dig by Panoy. The back set. Cross-court picked up by Kokram. Kokram attacks. That's outside. Point Vietnam.
Are they calling a check? Will they challenge here?
Yes, they will.
There is a challenge on the call by Thailand, a block touch.
Well, if ever the challenge is unsuccessful, that was one of the rare errors of Team Thailand.
And these girls look so relaxed right now. It doesn't seem like they're playing the gold medal match.
Yeah. But you know, these players really, they play against people who play in the Olympics. They're really more experienced.
Here's the video challenge. There is a check.
Yeah.
Kokram is correct. And it's a successful challenge for Thailand.
Well, even their decision making's on point. What a challenge there.
Back to a 9-point lead, the biggest for the Thais. Oh, quick attack there from T4.
Yeah, that's a great set. Just one blocker there, Nutsara. And T4 able to take advantage of that.
T4, I mean, she's big, she's athletic, and she's so strong.
Yeah. And young.
That's right. She's pretty much in the same mold as Megawati Pertiwi of Indonesia. I mean, they're tall, they strike so hard, they're very athletic, they run fast. Such skilled players.
And what makes them different is really the consistency that they bring every time they play. As you see, the first kill of Plumjit there.
And a solid single lady block by Chachuan Moxri. 10-point lead for the Thais now.
That's why she's there. You know, the way she anticipates these spikes, that's not her first single block coverage. I think that's her second already. That's not easy in, this kind of level. These players are all very talented.
Yeah. But take a look at T4. Man.
Yeah, the bright spot there for Team Vietnam.
So scary when she goes up. Look out below. And today, coming off the bench, Wilavan Apiñapong.
Who's been starting.
As well, right? That's why it's so confusing, this lineup of Coach Sriwacha Ramethakul. Combination play, Moxri with a kill.
What a set there. This is textbook volleyball for you. Great set, great receive. The textbook volleyball.
That's why you said it's an educational moment.
It is.
For kids watching, this is how you do it. Albeit a very high level, but,
Yeah.
This is what it looks like when things work out. What a block against T4. She will try again. Yes. You can't deny her 2 in a row.
Yeah, and she's playing it smart. You realize who your blockers are. You see a smaller one in Nutsara. That's where you go. That's where you challenge.
Substitution for Coach Dao Xuan Chung. Vietnam chasing 9. Kokram from the back row.
Good dig.
Kokram picks it up. Here comes Moxri. Oh, T4 back row. Panoy with the second touch.
Long rally we're having. Wow.
It's great coverage by both teams, but that time around, check ball, Thailand again.
Yeah, but that's a quality rally for you. hats off to Vietnam also for being aggressive. But yeah, Thailand gets that point. As you can see, Nutsara really using all her options there. This time the back row attacker.
Cross-court solid block again. CHUYN, Moxley.
That's 3.
It's a single lady block party right here.
What a read. You know, she really, I think she's mastered, that's why she's there. She's mastered the art of blocking these running spikes.
Underhand set. This one through the block from CHUYN.
This, you know, this is something positive for Vietnam. It's not just T4, because aside from T4, you have to wonder who else is going to score the point. So this should be something positive for Vietnam.
But the problem for them is their points are too far and few between. As you see a rare error from Thailand, this should allow Vietnam to build their confidence, get you know, a little running set of points here, maybe 2, 3, 4 points to get them back in the game.
That's right, because you know that Thailand does not commit. They do not commit that much errors. Oh, and you give it right back.
That's what's got to hurt if you're Vietnam. You get a freebie, but you give it away. Back to a 10-point lead for Thailand. They only need 2 points to win the set.
And when you're watching this first set, it's not as if they're committing a lot of errors. It's when they commit it, right after an error by Thailand, you give it right back. These are the times that you have to score the points.
And again, Vietnam comes back and scores, but you've got to get stops. Like I was talking to Coach Ronnie the other day, Magsano, and he was saying, there's no question about how good the offense of these teams are. I mean, you're in the Southeast Asian Games. You're one of the best in your country, right? But the problem is, can you defend? Can you stop? Because you can't keep trading points.
Right.
You're not coming back if you do. You got to get some stops.
Good point, because you're down now by 10. You know, stops are really necessary, actually essential in your campaign.
And already, Coach Sriwacha Rametakul bringing in some of his second stringers already, as they have a 10-set point advantage here in the first.
Yeah, this is Malika.
Malika Canton didn't even play also in their meeting in the eliminations.
You know, when we talk about it, when coaches don't field in, you know, certain players that you know are good, it's just, you just have to smile about it. It's because obviously they have different game plans, they have tactics.
They want to obviously hide certain plays that may come out sometimes out of necessity, as Kokram finishes out set number 1 with a good cross-court attack.
That's why it hurts in Thailand from there. From one error, they score, what, 2, 3 points? Yeah. So this is what they have to check coming into the second set.
A lot of homework for Coach Dao Swan Chung if they are to come back in the match and be more competitive in the second set. CHUYN Moxley with at least 3 blocks,
at least
by
3
our
blocks.
unofficial count in set number 1. Well, first point to Vietnam off a service error by Moxley.
Well, for me also, for Vietnam, no, you have Tran or T4 as your strongest hitter, your first option. But in the first set, I think it's not as much as the fans of Vietnam would want her to, you know, get those touches. I think here in the second set, you live or die with her. You know, the first option, get her more involved in the plays from the back, from the front, and hopefully, you know, the score will be closer than the first set.
So live and die by T4.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying.
I'm not saying it's just like 100% T4, but you have to give her more sets.
More touches.
More touches.
After giving up 1 point, 2 straight points for Thailand here as they take an early lead, 2-1, set number 2.
Yeah, great serve there from Thailand. That's one thing you have to check as well. Your first ball, this is when it starts, your first ball. So you can create opportunities to score.
Boonlert, second serve. There's a little push. Lumjit is blocked. Kokram. A net violation. No, it hit the antenna for Pimpichaya Kokram.
Well, here in the second set, 2 errors already for Thailand. Close already to what the errors they've committed in the first set.
2 all. well, set number 2. Gold medal match between Thailand and Vietnam. Bloomjit Tinkau. Here's T4.
There you go.
Man, she's hard to guard.
She is hard to guard. Very tall, very athletic, you mentioned. And very smart at that.
Vietnam up by 1. Combination play. And what a finish for Sitirak.
Again, textbook play for Team Thailand. But you have to give it to Vietnam. They've been checking Bloomjit Tinkau. They've been really eyeing her.
Well, more or less, she's probably one of the easiest to scout as she puts that away because she's been with the team for so long. One of the veterans of this team.
Yeah, and on cue, she probably felt that we were talking about her. What are you saying? Me being checked.
There's even news that this may be her swan song.
Oh, much to the sadness of a lot of fans, for sure.
For sure.
So good play again there for Vietnam. That's what you want to see. Again, you know, keep it close. Keep it close. Don't give Thailand the opportunity to pull away early in a set. Great serve. Yep, legal back row attack by Pimpichaya. Pimpichaya has actually committed most of the errors here.
Yeah. Checking if my math is correct here, but Bloomjit should be 36 already. So, I mean, she's really dedicated much of her, pro career with Team Thailand, for sure.
That's true. And obviously, she started out really young because, as far as a lot of players, not only fans, players can remember, she's been already part of the Thai national team for decades. And then when you say she's 36, I mean, man, you think she's 40-something. So obviously, she started out really young.
Yeah.
And they really took advantage of the skill in Bloomjit for so many years.
But this girl, speaking of age, I mean, one of the youngest players and obviously their team captain and one of the most skilled Vietnamese woman.
Oh,
plays
good
volleyball.
dig.
Great dig and a great kill. What a transition from defense to offense for Vietnam.
Well, we know Vietnam can do these things. That's why we mentioned the errors they committed in the first set. They're like not characteristic of their team. So you can see this is what they can do. They should build from there. Now they have a 2-point advantage.
Back row, Kokram. What a dig. But a free ball from Vietnam. Bloomjit with a kill.
That's what the fans are waiting for. In the first set, actually, she served more as a decoy for the Thai offense. But here we can see she's getting more touches from Nutsara.
You just got to admire the variety of offense you watch, you see, you learn from Thailand.
Yeah.
What a one-handed dig. Kokram still able to save it.
Oh,
is it going to be good? Yes,
save,
it is.
Yeah.
Time to take advantage if you're Vietnam. Moxley. Oh, wow. Talk about defense to offense.
Well, we saw defense in the first set, 5 blocks to none. And this time they're showing us floor defense and how you talked about transition. That's great court sense by Nutsara. You talked about transition. Thailand showed us that's the way to do it.
7-all. But to the credit of Vietnam, this is a much tighter set compared to the first. Moxley. Wow. Moxley is hitting everywhere she wants. Such precision.
First technical timeout.
Thailand says it.
Congratulations, Daniel Letterman, gold medalist para sa men's skateboarding sa Philippines 2019 30th Southeast Asian Games. Pilipino, galing natin ito.
Back here at the Phil Sports Arena for your ABS-CBN sports coverage of the 30th Southeast Asian Games. And for those who just arrived at home or watching on the road, just open your TV sets. Philippines lost in the bronze medal match earlier to Indonesia in 5 sets. Obviously, our hearts go out to the ladies who, put everything out on the floor, and nothing to be ashamed of. If you leave it all out there, you obviously have nothing, nothing to be sorry about.
Yeah, it was really a great effort. I mean, this tournament, a lot of criticisms we heard. Obviously, Philippines did not win the match, but what a way to end. And what a way to end. They gave it their all. Yeah. But yeah, they fell short. But you have to commend the girls. It's a hard life for them.
And take a look at the competition. I mean, every year everybody's getting better, and we're just trying to catch up. And they, again, put their hearts out there on the floor. I mean, took it all the way to 5 sets, even had a match point. But, just the breaks of the game didn't fall their way. And obviously, Megawati Pertiwi is just a handful, even for any team.
Yeah, that's true. That's how you said it. Hats off to the effort, especially in that bronze medal match.
Congratulations to Indonesia. Job well done. In the meantime, this is the gold medal match between Thailand and Vietnam. Thailand with a 1-0 advantage. A timeout here by Vietnam as Thai is starting to pull away again, up by 4, 11-7. This is going to be 4 straight points after 7-all. The Thais just ran away with it, returning from the technical timeout and rattled off 3 straight points.
Yeah, and you like it like Moxrey, playing really well both in defense and in offense. And I was looking at her age. She's actually just 20 years of age. That's why we were saying, the program of Thailand, you have to really admire it. You have a 36-year-old in Plumjit. You have a 20-year-old in Moxrey.
And Kokram is about 21.
Exactly. So, that's why there's transition also.
Yeah. And then continuity.
Continuity, exactly.
There's that second generation that comes in to take over.
And it's like on-the-job training for them with these great names, these veterans.
You get exposure at the highest level all the time.
Yeah.
Vietnam with an error on the attack there, and it's going to be 5 straight points for the Thais right now.
That's what we're saying. You don't want to give Thailand the opportunity to blow this set wide open. Again, a misreceive. You don't want to see the errors make Thailand score their points, such as that. You tried, you had blockers there, but Thailand was just too good. But give it to them. But don't give them free points with errors.
Substitution for Vietnam.
The Thais are really going all out, pedal to the metal offense right now. And Vietnamese are just trying to cope, catch up.
Well, I guess the blockers really, you have to adjust also in terms of blocking. Thailand's quick, so you have to adjust. You cannot delay. Oh, good save. Good save.
Beautiful play for Vietnam as that halts a 6-point run by the Thais.
Keeping that alive. That was already going out of the antenna.
But this is what we've been talking about, Doreen. I mean, an opportunity to start a run, you get a point, but then you give up one.
Yeah, it's really the timing of these errors that's hurting Team Vietnam.
Lutsara Tomkom with the serve. Blocked by Kokram this time. As they barely, allow you to recover. Because they're right there in your face, the Thais, with their defense, their offense. It's just, you watch it, you feel like it's just suffocating the opponent.
Yeah, and Thailand has great blocking as shown in the first set. Coverage has to be there.
Just relentless. Kokram, after a block, comes and turns around and gets a kill. Technical timeout. The Thais are up 16-8 over Vietnam, set number 2. Back here at the Phil Sports Arena, and the fans of Thailand
end of the second technical timeout,
enjoying the display put out there by the women's volleyball team.
And you like that they have the flag on their phones.
Rare miscue right there, coming from VIểrt as Vietnam snaps that scoring run again by Thailand.
Yeah, so the challenge right now for Vietnam, okay, they committed an error. What are you going to do about it?
Let's see if they can start.
Yeah.
A scoring run here. Moxley. Just they're scoring at will practically right now.
Yeah, single block there. Great set. You can see just one blocker and she goes down the line with that.
How do you read the offense in this situation, Narina? I mean, if you put yourself there, how do you read the offense of Thailand if you're Vietnam?
You know, we have to give it to Nutsra. She's really great in disguising her sets, you know, in deception. So Thailand is just, you have to try to anticipate, you know, see what her trends. Where does she normally set? Although it's really difficult if you play against great teams. It's easier always said than done. But you have to keep it in the game. You have to keep focus and try to get at least 2 blockers to challenge the offense of Thailand.
Difficult set right there and rewarded with a kill. Right now, again, Vietnam in this position staring at an 8-point deficit.
Well, you can see that set. That was a great set by Bùi running hit. And you can see the height advantage they have. Maybe go to her again. Good dig. Oh, coverage.
T4 was dug up. T4 tries again. This time a drop, and she scores. Great adjustment.
That's why we're saying this girl, we will be naming her or mentioning her name for years to come.
Long.
She's good, she's tall, athletic, young, and she's smart.
Yeah. That's a 2-point run for Vietnam right there. Let's see if they can add to that.
Oh,
Yes, they do. Solid block at the net for Bùi Thị Ngà.
Timeout.
And a first timeout. Guess what? By Coach Sriwacha Ramathakul.
Okay, so baby steps. I always say baby steps. You know, these are little victories that you have. Compared to the first set, you get Thailand to call a timeout. So you must be doing something right. So you have to stay with your game plan here in the second set.
3-point run for Vietnam. Now this is where you gotta nga sa, you know, volleyball speak, kakapit ang Vietnam, because obviously, you know, the Thais will adjust coming after that timeout. There are going to be specific instructions on what to do. Let's see if the Thais can break this mini scoring run of Vietnam.
Yeah, for sure. The adjustments will be there.
And right away, kill by the Thais. Chachuan Moxley once again.
Yeah, obviously, Nutsara knows that she has a hot hand right now, especially in the second set. And why not go to her from the back row, change things up? People are expecting the front rows to hit. Great set again.
VIểrt swings around to serve for Thailand. 19-12, set number 2. Single lady block. Sitirak.
That's just great anticipation for you. You know, that's how smart they are. They know that Vietnam is, you know, has the groove right now. They're playing different trends of what's happening.
And that's, I mean, obviously good scouting as well by the coaching staff of the Thais, preparing the girls on what the tendencies are for each and every player.
Right.
So you know how they attack. Are they mostly cross-court attackers? Do they go down the line a lot? Kasi kita mo, single lady block, abang na abang pa rin nila as Chachuan Moxley scores from the back row, and Vietnam calls another timeout here. In set number 2, they are down by 9 already.
Yeah, but that's the right term, Eric. Tendencies. It's more of the tendencies nga. They get to anticipate it. They read their opponents. That's what makes Thailand really good. They don't just, you know, this is the opponent that just play our game. Every time, you said it after a timeout, adjustments will be made because they read their opponent. They don't stop. They don't stop.
such high-level volleyball being displayed by Thailand right now. I mean, Vietnam, they're 3, 4, 5 steps behind, and they're struggling to keep up.
Yeah, it's a commanding 9-point lead for Thailand. That's why we're saying also that, when you watch games like this, international teams, Thailand versus Vietnam, then we say educational. Why? Because you can see the changes these coaches make after a timeout.
Yeah.
They make the adjustments. And we say adjustments, it's because, again, they study the tendencies. And we want the viewers to see. That's where you learn. Even to appreciate volleyball more.
That's Kokram with a point. Now going to be the biggest lead of Thailand in set number 2. A double-digit advantage.
Vietnam. Number 15 out, number 18, CHUYYN.
And Sharaport
Thailand
will check in.
Number 13 out, and number 18.
And Gwet Bart, I think, will also check in.
Number 16 out, number 3,
Gwet Bart is in. Second setter for Thailand. This is the trend of Coach Sriwacha Rametakul. I mean, you put up a 10-point lead. By the time at 22 or something, you put in your second stringers and rest up your starters so they can be fresh for the next set.
That's true. Also to give, experience to these players, and you get to make them play in a gold medal match.
I think that's the more important part for Coach Sriwacha Rametakul is, that all-important experience of playing high-intensity, high-level competitive volleyball, like what you mentioned, for a gold medal match. That's priceless.
Right. And it goes to show, it's testament to the program. It's not just this game, not just this gold medal game. We're looking at the future of our volleyball program, the longevity of our volleyball program. Every match is important for the future, not just now.
I mean, next time these girls come up and take their turn, they're going to be ready, more than ready, because they've seen this so many times already during their younger years with the team.
Right, and they've experienced it, which is more important.
2 points away from a 2-0 advantage. Thailand up 23-14 against Vietnam. Wilavan with a serve. There's a kill for Vietnam. That's number 18, Lu Thi Hue. Had 8 points, leading scorer of Vietnam in their last meeting with Thailand.
Well, that's the way to go for Vietnam. You are down by now 8 points. Give others, make substitutions, try to find a catalyst, hopefully to change things up, but not with that service error.
That easily puts Thailand at set point here, 24-15.
These errors really are painful to watch.
And this is, again, not typical of Vietnam. We all saw Vietnam, that 5-set match against the Philippines. And, how good they were against Indonesia as well. But when you are... Are they intimidated partly by Thailand, which is why they're committing so many errors and second-guessing themselves, like what you mentioned?
Yeah, for sure, because like you said, in other matches when they know that, they're either above or at par with that team, they played different. Right now, they know that they're the underdogs. You can see it's a different brand. That's why we're also explaining to the viewers. Sometimes they added 2 aces as well. So, Thailand really just pounding, that they have their eyes set on the prize and they're not stopping at all.
Just laser-like focus right now by the Thais. Good receive there from T4 and a tip. Beautiful play for the Vietnamese, but the counter tip by Unlert. Oh, sorry, that's Sitirak.
Sitirak, yeah.
Gets the Thais their first point of set number 3.
Yeah, and you like that from Thailand because that was a broken play already and they still get the point. A smart tip there by Sitirak.
Save, but it's a free ball for Thailand, so look out. Good job at the net. Miscommunication, a rare one for the Thais. Good blocking at the net. T4 from the back row. Kokram. What an exchange here.
Yeah, still alive.
High quality offense. but better quality defense by the Thais.
Yeah, that was Huang, number 7 player of Vietnam. Opposite, hitting from the opposite there.
If people are wondering why we call her T4, because her first and last name composed of 4 words, and they all start with T. That's why it's T4.
Yep.
Or in Wikipedia, if you Wikipedia her, she's 4T actually. But you know, because everybody else here says T4, we might as well go with that.
So it's your choice. What do you want to call her? 4T, T4, all good.
Pipichaya Kokram now serving up 2-1 Thailand.
Good serve.
There's T4 once again. Nice play by the young, talented Vietnamese.
And what you like about T4 is, you know, she's unfazed by her blockers. That is BONG already. And, you know, she still goes for it. She's showing us that, you know, I can play alongside the great names of volleyball in the Southeast Asian Games.
Oh, wow. One-handed set and then BONG from up top.
This combination has been a fixture for Thailand for the past decades.
That was just beautiful. And then a service ace to top it off. I mean, Thailand is just dismantling Vietnam right now and just, you know, picking them apart.
Yeah.
Systematically and scientifically. T4 blocked at the net.
Good cover.
T4 will try again.
Oh, good dig.
Moxley with a dig. Kokram. Oh, but she, I think, stepped on the attack line.
They didn't call that. They called it out.
So either way, the points going to Vietnam, only down by 1. This is, again, a perennial problem for Vietnam, Noreen. We've seen it since the first set. I mean, they get a free point, then they give up one as well.
Yeah. And again, when you look at the numbers, like in the first and the second set, the errors were 5 each for Vietnam. So it's not really a lot. But it's, again, when we mentioned the timing of these errors, that's when it hurts Vietnam's cause.
And T4 looks like she's resigned to the situation. I mean, you see her just shake her head and smile. I mean, this is what I've got to deal with.
Yeah. I'm trying.
Yeah, I'm doing my best. Down by 3, Vietnam. T4 will try again. This time she tips it. Moxley. Back row attack for Vietnam, and that's a kill for Huang.
Yeah, so you can see, you know, Vietnam has gotten a lot of success from the back row attackers. That's some way to challenge the blocking of Thailand. You know that the front row attackers, they're getting roofed by Thailand. Going to the back row is an option for them.
Well, Tran is in the back row now, or T4. What an attack by Kokram. There's T4 with a push. Oh, beautiful play.
Yeah. Now they're playing it smart, talking about Team Vietnam. And you can see the respect they have for T4.
Yeah.
When she went up, you see everybody moved back. And the whole front area.
And a minimum 2 blockers.
Yeah.
Sometimes 3 for T4. 5 serving 6. Let's see if Vietnam can get some momentum here. What a save by T4. Free ball for Thailand. 1-2 play expected by Vietnam, and they return.
Oh, good dig.
Moxley.
Oh.
Wow. Such soft hands for CHUYN Moxley.
Now, what you like about that tip there, it was so perfectly timed. She waited until the blocker was on her way down, and that's so hard when you're on your way down and then you see the ball. It's like you're sinking.
It's like you're running out of air, but it's still coming at you.
At the set's first
Thais
technical
again
timeout,
lead
the
by
score
3
is
going to the first
85 in
technical
favor
timeout.
of
8-5
Thailand.
against the Vietnamese.
Congratulations, Jenny Mosqueda, Bianca May Estrella, Courage, Joey De Los Reyes, Duathlon, Jones Lebares Inso, Wushu, Eleazar Barba Jr., Cycling, Celedonia Tayao, Shooting, Billy Joel Valenzuela, Arnis, Elmer Abatayo, Homer Mercado, Christopher Dagpin, Marisa Baronda, Sharon Helters, Hazel Hagonoy, Rosita Brandborn, Lon Bowles, Alfaujan Abad, and Almohaidi Babad, Penchak Silat, silver medalist in the Philippines 2019 30th Southeast Asian Games. Pilipino, galing natin ito!
We're back here at the Phil Sports Arena. Third set action between the defending champions Thailand against Vietnam. 8-5 is the score. And the Thais lead by 2-0 after winning the first two, 25-15. T4, back row. Here's Kokram with another kill.
Again, Nutsara just distributing her ball. Getting everyone involved. Look at that. The blockers were there, but the reach of Kokram really. Another good serve.
Blocking. I mean, it's just a complete package for Thailand. I mean, they've got the offense set down pat, and they've got the defense as well, almost perfected.
Yep.
Timeout, Vietnam.
And Vietnam calls a timeout, down by 5 already.
Yeah, but the last two sets were to the outside hitter, and we saw before that a lot of success for T4 from the back. So that you want to maybe, maximize until she gets checked. You don't want to maximize her being your first option.
Well, let's see the adjustment by Vietnam here. They allowed the Thais 2 straight points after the first technical timeout, from 8-5 to 10-5 now.
Number 12 out, number 2 down.
Yeah, again, Thailand trying to pull away.
7 out,
this is the usual time they do it.
And there's a trend. It's been 15 and 15 for Vietnam, so that's the target for Thailand.
And they're on track defensively. There's a block again, but that goes outside. So that breaks the 2-point run by Thailand.
Yeah, but hats off to the efforts of the libero, Nguyen. She was there, but she read it perfectly.
Liu getting ready to serve for Vietnam.
Good serve.
Kokram off a combination.
Thailand in that play, they made it look so easy. But in reality, it's not easy because look how close the players are to each other. Normally, it changes your timing, but Thailand, no problem.
Service error from Moxley. Very uncharacteristic of the Thais. A lot more errors on their part in this set than the previous two.
Yeah. So now, Vietnam, you're down by 4. Maybe this is your chance to score another point.
Nice delivery, and it's on the line. There it is. 2 straight points for Vietnam, and they are within 3 here.
Yep. They clip the line. That's what you like. Sometimes you have to realize also, it doesn't have to be strong. Just get the point. Get 2 points, get 3 points, and change the complexion of the game.
Kokram trying to go down the line. Great job
good
by
save.
Nguyen. And T4 sacrificing her body right there. But just relentless, the offense of the Thais.
Boy, and that was targeted to T4.
Because she just came back and they knew she's still huffing and puffing. Here's something for you.
For Vietnam. Number 2 out.
That's the way they play. They know you're the person who chase the ball. You're just trying to find your position. Defensively, we're going to go to you.
That's experience. That's veteran smarts.
Yeah.
For you right there. 12 serving 8, 4-point lead. Not too big of a deficit right now if you're Vietnam. I mean, they've seen worse for sure. There's a good stop. That's what you want if you're Vietnam. I mean, you allow them a point, you get a stop and then score some.
Yep. And play it smart. Again, we said, you know, blocking of Thailand is good. Don't overthink it. Just find a hole. Try to drop it. It'll change things up.
Ooh, but that's gotta hurt. And this is what we've been talking about. This is something they need to avoid.
Yeah.
Unforced errors, they've been numerous in the last 2 sets for Vietnam, and that's really hurt them.
And it's always, you know, we always say it, that shooting themselves in the foot.
But they're getting some breaks here. Again, this is the set with the most unforced errors for Thailand.
Yeah. That's why they're just down by 3. And when you're given this opportunity,
you don't let it pass.
You don't let it pass, right?
Good serve. Wow. But just, I mean, that wasn't a perfect set for Sitirak, but she made something out of it.
You know, Sitirak is just showing us, you know, how volleyball can be simple. Simplicity can be effective. You know, nothing flashy. She's just getting the point every time given the set.
There was no combination. There was, I mean, it was far from the net. In fact, too far from the net as Kokram attacks. Gonna be a free ball for Thailand. Bloomjit.
Who said she's 36 years of age?
Age is nothing but a number, baby.
Look at that. Boy, this is a great slow-mo.
Yeah.
You can see that matchup. T4 and Bloomjit.
There's T4 speaking of her. And there she scores. Youth versus experience.
Yeah. And you know that, you know, like you said, it could be Bloomjit Tingkao's swan song. This maybe her last tournament. So you won't see it anymore. So enjoy it.
Enjoy it while she's still here.
Oh.
Moxley off a combination with Bloomjit.
At the second technical timeout,
and the Thais leading again in the second technical timeout. They're up by 5, 16-11 against Vietnam. Third set.
Congratulations, Johnny Manuel Garcia, gold medalist para sa online chess sa Philippines 2019 30th Southeast Asian Games. Pilipino, galing natin ito. Congratulations, Sean Aranar and Ana Nualia, Mark Jason Gayon and Mary Joy Renigan, Michelangelo Marquez and Stephanie Sabalo, Wilbert Aunzo and Pearl Marie Cañeda. Gold medalists para sa dance sport sa Philippines 2019 30th Southeast Asian Games. Pilipino, galing natin ito.
I don't know who decided to play Macho Man by the Village People, but that song would be perfect for tomorrow's gold medal match, Philippines and Indonesia in the men's volleyball tournament. There's a bunch of macho men right there.
And the Thai fans are enjoying it. And you know, Eric, we were talking about Bloomjit and T4, but mark my words, Moxley and T4 will be names we will be mentioning years and years to come. That matchup.
Don't count out Kokram as well.
Too.
There's a back row off speed from Vietnam. Speaking of Kokram, there she is. Oh, nice combination by Vietnam, but better defense again by Thailand.
That's New Jang reading that really well. You know, they really anticipate very well.
There's Bloomjit serving. T4. That's outside. Point Vietnam.
T4 doing it. You know, that smile says you're just enjoying it, enjoying this experience.
The experience.
Yeah. Right. You get points off the blockers, you get points off a name like Tumjit, these are the little victories that you have to enjoy.
I mean, it's not every day you're in the finals of a major regional tournament.
Yeah.
Free ball. And Moxley puts it away.
Well, she has been solid for Team Thailand in this match, showing us really that, Thailand is in good hands when the veterans actually retire.
Their future is secure.
Yeah.
Block at the net. I mean, right now, the Thais are turning it up and turning it on. As the moment heats up, they start to play better.
Yeah, that's true. And you're right, there's always a part of the set wherein it's like somebody's telling them this is the time to pull away.
They're on track to keep Vietnam at 15 points in this set.
Oh. Well, you're right. It's an 8-point lead for Thailand.
5 points away from another gold medal. Their 12th straight and 14th overall.
So maybe not 2 decades, just one. But
no, but it was since 1995. Remember that?
Almost. Oh, that's a smart off-speed hit by T4 from the back row.
Thailand has never been defeated in a gold medal match since 1995. Try and take that in. A missed set there by Nutsara Tomkom, and that's something you don't see every day.
Yeah. Well, the reception was too near the net. She tried to make do, but the error there. And don't look now, Vietnam is at 14.
That's true. Too close to the net, but they still are able to set it up and get Kokram in scoring position.
You know that's what Nutsara wanted to do in the previous play, but it just got away from her fingers.
Wilavana Piñapong. Nice middle attack for Titrin Nguyen.
And they have eclipsed their score in the first and the second set.
Right. They're now at 15, and the Thais need 4 more to win the gold. Good receive. And a swipe. Sitirak will score. I mean, it looks very simple if you watch, especially Sitirak. She's so, just fundamental with her moves.
Substitution for Thailand.
It's just really smart, brushing it off the block is very textbook. That's why I said it, just making it look so simple.
Simple, right? She's
simplifying volleyball for you.
Malika Kantong, back in the game. 22-15, 3 points away from the gold medal, Thailand.
Oh.
And Vietnam has surpassed their output the last 2 sets now. They've got 16 points on the board.
They have. And they should be happy about that. But then they're not yet done. Just end this set in a better way.
They get some stops. They can change the complexion of the game. But Bloomjit Tingkao with the tip right there.
Just barely getting it over.
But still effective enough
Look at that
to score a point.
Number 16 out, number 3, Pon get part in.
And the usual substitution by Coach Sriwat Sharametakul as Gwen Park checks in for Tomkom.
Well, I think these are the finishing touches of this match.
Not a far-fetched idea with the way things have been going between these 2 teams in the last 2 sets.
Yep. Whoa.
And Guetpard with a service error. Still a 6-point lead though for Thailand. Very comfortable advantage with the way they've been playing.
Well, the substitutions have been serving it to the net.
Tinkao. And that's going to be championship point for Thailand, 24-17.
Substitution for Thailand. Number 5 out, number 8, Wacharian Wanjamin.
Yeah, championship point indeed for Team Thailand. And look at the lineup. It's actually close to being a different lineup to end this match.
That's an ace. And what a finish for Thailand as the fans